What's up, guys? So I know from personal experience that sometimes the idea of marketing your private practice can feel completely overwhelming. I mean, apparently you're supposed to write blogs, record videos like this one, maybe some podcasts, post to all the different social media platforms, seemingly daily. How do you keep up with it? Well, there's a simple strategy that a lot of people are using and you may not know about it, so I'm going to tell you about it in today's video. You have to... Welcome to Private Practice Skills. I'm Dr. Marie Fang, psychologist in private practice. I post videos offering tools I learned the hard way about starting and growing private practice so that you don't have to. So how the heck do people manage to post content to all the different platforms, blogs, videos, etc., and keep their sanity? Well, the secret is to focus on just one piece of content and to repurpose that content over and over across various platforms. I'm going to tell you how to do it. Rather than worry about trying to put out a weekly blog and video and podcast and social media posts, I encourage everyone to pick just one platform and to chug away at it regularly. Just one. Keep chugging away at that one thing at a pace that feels sustainable for you. The main goal here is quality and not quantity. Once you've developed a long-term sustainable routine with that one thing, whether it be videos, podcasts, blogs, or something else, then you can utilize this strategy of repurposing your content. This is how all the big players out there are doing it. They take one piece of content and they just repeat it over and over again across various platforms. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do it by breaking it down step by step. Step number one, pick your main gig. Pick one format or one platform that you hit hard and focus all of your energy into it first. Don't focus on anything else. So as an example, my main gig that I've started with is videos. And when I first started out a year and a half ago, all I did was create one weekly video and I poured a lot of time and energy into trying to make sure it was great content. I didn't touch anything else for at least 3 months. Think of your main gig as your primary content that you will later translate into other formats. When you pick your main gig, start with something that you're good at and that you enjoy. These are super important so that you can actually sustain this process. And yes, I love the process of filming and editing videos, but that may not be what you're into. Find something that you are into. Maybe you like writing, you can write a blog. Maybe you like more chit-chat format, you could start a podcast. Think of something that works well for you and chug away at it for a while. And that leads us to step number two, stick with that gig for a while. Now, I wouldn't want you to feel tempted to do the Instagram, blog, video, podcast thing all at once because there's a good chance that you'll end up doing none of those things well. It's much better to pick something and chug away at it for a while because I guarantee you, you will get better at it over time. And if you're just focusing on one thing, you have enough attention and capacity to really fine-tune your craft. I mean, case in point, you can go back to my first videos on YouTube, and though I did the best that I could, I do think I've also improved my videos since I first started out. Step number three, consider how you could repurpose your content. So once you've been doing your main gig for a little while, you're getting into a groove, it's built into your routine, now you can finally start to think about how you can repurpose that content in other ways. So as an example for me, my main gig is video, and in order to help me repurpose it, before I ever hit the record button on my camera, I write out a loose script of what I'm going to talk about in my video. And not only does this help me stay on topic and have good content because I can jibber jabber quite a bit if not helped by that script, but I can keep that script and repurpose that text for things like blogs, emails, and Instagram captions. Now, I don't just copy and paste that script verbatim, but I take it and just tweak it a little bit to make it a little different and more appropriate for whatever platform I'm going to post it on. As another example of how you could do this, if your main gig is podcasts, then you could either write a script in advance like I do, or if you have some sort of interview format, you could also transcribe parts or all of that podcast after the fact, where you can pay someone to do it and then repurpose that text. You can do the same thing with blogging. If you write a blog post, you can find ways to chop up that blog post, make a little video clip for Instagram stories about a little piece of the blog, or maybe use some of that as text in an Instagram caption. There's an array of ways that you can chop up your content and repurpose it. And number four, don't worry about sounding like a broken record. So even though you're posting some of the same content over and over and over again, it's unlikely that your followers are watching every video, reading every blog, reading every email, checking all of your Instagram posts. there's a good chance that people are just sort of picking up bits and pieces along the way, and also a good chance that the followers that you have on one platform aren't following you on other platforms. So they might not even realize that you're repeating yourself. And even if you do have some people who are following you across all your platforms and hearing you repeat yourself, I bet they're not too bugged by it because there's probably a reason why they're following you on that many platforms. And this is really all there is to it. Just pick one thing that you're really good at and you're able to sustain, get even better at it, keep chugging away at it until it feels like routine, and only then add on maybe one more thing. Wait till that item feels like routine, and then you can add on again. Don't keep adding if it feels like you've already maxed out, and you should be well on your way to producing great content that helps market your practice. Let me know in the comments below what you think your main gig could be, and until next time, from one therapist to another, I wish you well. Today's video is brought to you by TherapyNotes.com. TherapyNotes helps with scheduling, notes, and billing so that you can spend more time with your clients and less time on back office paperwork. Click the link in the description of this video to get 2 months to try it for free with no commitment. I post videos offering tools Apparently I forgot my little spiel. Oh, my allergies. Ugh. I should have brought tissue. Ugh. Too much work or you're not mastered in what